this is Kajal. Welcomes you to my YouTube channel Kajal's Maths. So guys, in this course we will be learning about set relations and functions.
This course is for all CA CPT aspiring students and those who belongs to 11th and 12th grade from commerce stream. And in this course, we are going to learn about set relations and functions in detail. This course is brought to you by me, Ms. Kajal Lohade, a perfect maths buddy. This is all about me. Let me introduce myself if you are new here. I'm maths professional buddy. I have earned master's degree in mathematics with A+ grade and currently I provide personal maths tutoring sessions for all ages and levels including different competitive exams like CAT, CATs and so on. Okay, so have a look if you want to know more. This is lesson number 1 of our course in which we will learn about sets in detail. What is set, its a definition, example, and then we will learn how to represent a set. There are 3 methods of representing a set. We will learn all of them. Okay. So before starting with definition, let me introduce you here some collections. So guys, in everyday life, we will use the some terms for collection like team, group, family, bucket, bunch, etc. All these terms we use for a collection of particular things. Okay. Some collections are given here. Let's consider them. The first one is collection of successful persons in your city. Second, collection of happy people in your town. Collection of clever students in your class. Collection of days in a week. And collection of first 5 natural numbers. Okay, if you observe all these collections one by one, you can say that in first 3 examples, there is collections of some people or students which are not well defined. Like here, successful persons. Collection of successful persons. But these persons are not well defined, whether they are males or females or which age groups. So here the object is not well defined. In this second example also, happy people or clever students, these are collections but they are not well defined. So we cannot include them in a set. But in 4th and 5th, there is a collection which is well defined like days in a week. We can say that which kind of days, like Sunday, Monday up to Saturday. So here the objects are well defined. In last example, first 5 natural numbers. We know clearly what are these. So here objects are well defined. So we can include these collections in a set. So what is set? Let's define. So first we will see the definition and then 3 methods of representation of sets. Roster method, set builder method and Venn diagram. Okay. So the definition of set is a collection of well defined objects is called a set. Example, days in a week, first 10 natural numbers, etc. Okay guys, so a collection, what is set? It is nothing but the collection. But what kind of collection? Collection of well defined objects. When objects are well defined in that collection, we can say that it is a set. Like days in a week, months in a year, first 10 natural numbers, so on. These all are well defined collections, so we call them as set. Okay. So this is the definition of set. We know set is collection of objects, but this object, what will we call them? So the object in a set is called its element or member. Okay. So if you are considering the set days in a week, then the objects here are Sunday, Monday, so on. So these objects Sunday, Monday, we call them as elements or member. Okay. So what are elements or members of set? They are the objects present in a set. Okay. Next point to remember is we denote the sets by using capital letters like capital A, capital B, capital X, any alphabet you can use. But in capital letters. And for elements of set, we have to use small letters. Okay, so if you have to represent any elements in a set, you have to use small letters like A, B, C, X, Y, Z, so on. So this is set A having these elements. Okay, so for you representing set, you have to use capital letters, and for its elements, you have to use small letters. Now, representation of set. There are three methods by using you can represent the set. The first one is roster method. What is roster method? Let's see. When we list all the elements of the set within brackets and separate the elements by commas. Okay, so in this method, when we represent set, we use curly bracket, and inside curly bracket we separate all the elements by commas. Okay, so example is Z is the set of all vowels in English alphabet. So here Z is the set, so represent it with capital letter, and in Z elements are all vowels in English alphabet. So the set Z will be inside the curly brackets A, E, I, O, U. So you can observe here I am using small letters for elements and capital letter for set. So this is the roster method of representing set. Another method is set builder method. In this method, we describe the elements of the set by specifying the property which determine the elements uniquely. Generally, most of the time while representing a set, we use this method everywhere. So in this method, what will we do? We describe all the elements by specifying property which determines the elements. Okay, like in this example, Y is the set of all days of a week. So here we have to specify the property. So Y is the set of X inside the curly bracket, set of X. What is Y? It is the set of X. And what is X? Let's specify a property to the X. X is the day of a week. So here we are specifying property to that element. Okay, so this is set builder method. And how to read this? Y is the set of X such that X is a day of a week. Okay, very important method, so remember it. And the last method is Venn diagram. We all know what is Venn diagram. The pictorial representation of a set is Venn diagram. Okay, and what is pictorial representation? Any geometrical closed figure. Okay, when we use any geometrical figure, closed figure, to represent a set like circles, triangles or rectangle, then we say that it is Venn diagram. And elements of the set are shown as points enclosed in the diagram representing set. Let's see here, if the set A is like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So by using Venn diagram, how will I represent? I need to take any geometrical closed figure. Like here I am taking this all rectangle. Okay, so I can represent this set as this. Inside the closed figure, the elements of set are 1, 2, 3, 4. Here the point is given, elements of set are shown as points enclosed in the diagram. Okay, so got this point? Means to represent elements you have to take points, okay, in the closed figure. Or you like this, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is Venn diagram representation of a set. Okay, so thanks for watching. I hope you like this video. If you find this lesson helpful, please like, share and recommend to others so that they will get help with their studies.